Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you DC April 2026 Solicitations. Also, we've got Image and Conan stuff as well. But it's like, okay, everybody's dropping their solicitations now. It's like, alright, cool, let's crack into this and see what interesting stuff DC's doing on. Evidently, we got some number ones and major milestones, so let us crack into this. We've got Zatanna issue 1. Cool to see her getting one. Zatanna Zatara embarks on her greatest tour yet. As the newest and first Prime Magus in millennia, it is now Zatanna's sworn responsibility to oversee and guide the world of magic. All eyes are on her. How will she accomplish this grand task? How will she shoulder this heaviest of responsibilities? How will she confront the horrors waiting in forgotten histories, with a wink of flourish and a whole lot of magic? Let's see. All-star writer, artist, Jamal Campbell's Superman Zatanna at Showtime is back for an encore with the Mistress of Magic as she finally gets her own ongoing series. That's pretty cool there. We get The Fury of Firestorm issue 1. Let's see. Batwoman issue 2. On sale April 8th. Batwoman engages the enemy, drawing Master Slay and his acolytes onto the field. But can her father, Jacob Kane, reach her before the streets of Pedalon become a kill zone? Sorry, there's certain kind of things where, like, the formatting is like words are blurred together, like smooshed together. Deathstroke the Terminator issue 2. Oh, we'll get a Lobo. Lobo issue 2. Spacetober 2X 2026 Space PR Wired. In a move many are calling prescient, in a VC thirst trap, a content industry leader has acquired a series of bounty hunting businesses and exclusive rights to their contractors' likenesses, voices, and victims while retaining full indemnity for any crimes committed thereby. Lobo will be the jewel in the company's crown, with the world-famous multi-hyphenate main man set to star in an infinite season reality series documenting his exploits. Fans can look forward to Lobo's interactions with Detective Comics' rich portfolio of characters and franchises such as Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Written by Scotty Young. Okay, that's going to be nutty as shit. Batman Wonder Woman, Truth issue 1. No, here we go. Absolute Batman issue 19. Let's see. Poison Ivy proved to be just one of many horrors within the bowels of the Arkham facility, and as Joker sets his sights on Absolute Batman, he decides to enlist the help of one of the center's most terrifying doctors, Dr. Jonathan Crane. While Bruce Wayne tries to align himself with Barbara Gordon, there's more than one alliance formed in this issue. New debuts, new villains, new arc starts here. That sounds kind of crazy. Seeing how he will work together with Crane. Ooh, Absolute Superman. Seeing a fist come out of some shit. It's like, oh god. Reign of the Supermen kicks off here with the debut of not one but two Absolute Universe reinventions. The Battle of Kansas may have put the Lazarus Corporation into retreat, but it's left behind some terrifying surprises in its hidden cache of weapons and world-ending secrets. The most dangerous of all, the sarcophagus of the legendary King Shazam. Don't miss the start of a new epic that will change the hierarchy of power in the Absolute Universe. I've been liking what I've been reading of the Absolute, so let's see how this works here. Absolute Martian Manhunter. Let's see. As relationships and reality crumbles around him, John comes face to face with the agency's mysterious boss. Ooh. Absolute Wonder Woman. Let's see. Issue 19. Diana is unraveling and surrounded by enemies, but it is only when things are darkest that one should call upon the lasso Troika, for Troika leaves you changed. That sounds really gnarly there for Diana. We'll have to see how that works out for her. Oh, Green Lantern. Absolute Green Lantern issue 13. Tomar Ray is here. Tomar Ree is here, and he will not allow Joe Mullion's inexperience to compromise his mission. It's anomaly versus anomaly. It's like, okay, that sounds gnarly. Absolute Flash issue 14. Wally and Linda find themselves trapped within a twisted dimension made of mirrors. Confronted with their past and haunted by a mysterious assailant, the Flash will need to run faster than he's ever has to escape this haunting realm. That sounds really crazy there for Wally. Ooh, that's an interesting cover there for Batman. Batman issue 8. A hero, a villain, or a porter. Three old men on one night in Gotham each have encounters that will reverberate across their city forever. Series writer Matt Fraction is joined by sensational guest artist Ryan Sook for an unforgettable new chapter of the Cape Crusaders' ongoing story. Okay. Okay, not much there, but that sounds interesting. Okay, Nightwing. I accidentally clicked on it, so that's why it shifted. Nightwing issue 137. Haunted by a deadly highway collision, Nightwing restlessly hunts for clues in the ghost stories of Bloodhaven. When a deadly standoff besieges Bloodhaven Bridge, Dick Grayson may not be in the best state of mind to tackle it. Luckily, the world's greatest detective has come calling. Ooh, interesting that Dick's dealing with some crazy ass shit, but it sounds like Batman's going to be popping up. Catwoman, issue 86. He's big, he's bad, and he's madder than ever before. With Selena back in Gotham, Black Mask sets his sights on Catwoman, and he's playing for keeps. But he's not alone. Who is his mysterious benefactor, and how could they possibly hate Catwoman even more than her self-proclaimed arch nemesis? That sounds crazy for that. Okay, that is a really... Okay, you probably... That's just a really cool cover there. Let's see. Batgirl issue 18. Batgirl's battle with the blood of Wu explodes beyond Gotham as Cassandra, Tenji, and Jaya are thrust into a supernatural war tied to her family's past. To save Batgirl from the curse, the trio must face ancestral horrors and a destiny darker than any of them expected. That sounds pretty crazy there. Pretty interesting. Oh god. Super bored. Let's see. Superman issue 37. Superboy Prime gets a new real-life job with a new secret identity while he protects Metropolis from dangerous threats. But there's a whole DC Comics universe out there for him to explore, and the fanboy in him wants to see it all. Too bad there are heroes who don't trust him and think he should be locked up. That sounds crazy there for Superman. Superman Unlimited issue 12? There we go. Little Superboy lost. Tomorrow Man has a shocking surprise for Lois Lane. His name is John Kent, and he's just a little boy. The reign of the Superboys continues, and possibly the reign of a super monkey? Okay, sounds interesting about John, and then somehow you got a monkey in there too. Crazy looking... Crazy looking one there for Supergirl issue 12. The conflict in Kandor between the Science Council and the younger Kandorians is only growing more tense. Supergirl's first run-in with the rebel leader Black Flame ends with her broken and without her powers, forcing her to seek recovery with the Science Council. That sounds crazy. But despite Supergirl's warning, the Council has their own plans to stop Black Flame. A powerful clone capable of taking down anyone in their path. Enter Team Thunder. That doesn't sound good. That's kind of cool there. Action Comics 1097. The heroes of tomorrow have arrived in the past, and they need Superboy's help. But what can a young Clark Kent do that they can't? Find out as Smallville is turned upside down and the reign of the Superboys continues. Interesting that that's going on kind of everywhere. That is a really cool cover there. I like how Batman looks in it. But whose is this? Justice League Unlimited issue 18. Unlimited? Definitely. United? Hardly. The strongest voices in the Justice League have begun granting amnesty and membership to supervillains, and mutiny is brewing. Plus, Guy Gardner leads a mission that will have startling consequences for the entire galaxy. We'll have to see how that kind of works out. Oh, Justice League Intergalactic Special, issue 1. What's this? The planet Naltor and the Green Lanterns that protect it, fall under the spell of the wretched Witch Queen, who harnesses the power's dream energy in the hopes of taking over all that lies beyond. But have no fear, Star Sapphire's assembled team of Justice Leaguers will no doubt liberate them all, except, well, Green Arrow sure does hate space. And Adam Strange's ship comes under attack before it even enters Naltorian orbit, and Galaxy invited her best friend and one of the League's most wanted, Dreamer, along on the mission without telling anybody. And Dreamer's vision seemed to spell doom from the very start. Just when Star Sapphire thought she was getting the hang of her powers and the whole team leader thing, will this team of disparate dynamos figure out how to come together to win the day, or will they too succumb to the Witch Queen's all-consuming hive mind? That sounds like a whole bag of cats and a half. Let's see... Detective Comics 1108. I had to scroll down a little bit because the cover is fucking awesome, but I'm like, which one is this? Batman, Green Arrow, and Black Canary continue their investigation into the secret family at the center of a strange conspiracy. But the deeper they dig, the larger the conspiracy becomes, and they soon realize its implications may be tied to their own shared history. That sounds kind of cool. I mean, it makes sense to team up Green Arrow, Black Canary, and Batman like that, since they're usually the kind of like street level kind of heroes and stuff, so that sounds cool. We've got Wonder Woman issue 32. After a disastrous attempt at stopping the matriarch, she has risen more powerful than ever. Now it's up to Trinity, who finds herself alone as her allies fall one by one to stop her childhood companion. Can the daughter of Wonder Woman finally live up to the name and all the pressures that come with it? Good luck to you, Trinity. That sounds crazy. I don't know, we got Harley Quinn issue 61, Poison Ivy 43, Adventures of Superman Book of L issue 8, Batman Superman World's Finest issue 50, oversized anniversary issue. That's 40 pages, $4.99 variant, $5.99 cardstock. Bizarro Year None issue 1, written by Kevin Smith and Eric Casero. This am how Bizarro got finished. Kevin Smith and Eric Carasso team up with the visionary artist Nick Pitera to tell the definitive, indefinitive origin of the beloved backwards bad boy. When Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen and Clark Kent's boss Perry White lead the planet for a strange adventure in outer space, they discover a dimension that mimics Metropolis and reveres its legendary newspaper as an article of faith. But is the being behind it all a Superman fan, a creature of chaos, or is it no one at all? Don't be a square. Buy Bizarro Year None. That sounds crazy. We've got a lot of weird covers for Green Lantern issue 34. Let's see. Kyle Rayner is back in LA, and he's not alone. The precog thief known only as Odyssey, the Time Bandit, is along for the ride. That's an interesting name. But is Odyssey really bad to the bone, or does she hold a devastating secret that only Kyle Rayner can help her with? Kyle traverses a job, a mentorship, murderous aliens by the dozen, and a wrestling federation? Jesus, that sounds kind of crazy. No. Please don't tell us Jeremy is bringing Omega Bam Man back. Guest starring The Flash if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, that sounds kind of gnarly there. Let me get the Green Lantern Corps. I believe. Yep, issue 15. Possessed by the emotional entity of fear, Parallax, John Stewart is forced to face all his fears in order to regain control of his body. Shit. In the next galaxy over, Guy Gardner and his group of lanterns... No! Oh, thank. Search for Proselytite, the entity of compassion outside of their jurisdiction, risking war among the stars. That sounds gnarly there. The Flash, issue 32. Ooh, by Ryan North. Okay, so maybe Flash's world has gone crazy, and maybe he's having to run around the city several times a minute just to save people from themselves, but at least things can't get worse, right? I don't know why people still use that rhetorical construction. Every time you say, at least things can't get worse, you're just setting things up to get way worse. Wally, getting worse, Wally. In this issue, escalating stakes, flashes of insight, and a strange and unexpected team-up that brings Flash and Captain Cold together with the fate of Central City hanging in the balance. Told you things could get worse. Sheesh, Wally, come on. That sounds crazy. Interesting team-up with Captain Cold, though. Oh, pardon me, sorry. Weather's gone nuts, so you get kind of screwed up allergy-wise. Ooh, Aquaman looking pretty awesome fighting that there. That's a cool one in a mirror. Oh, that's another cool one there, too. Emperor Aquaman issue 16. The lighthouse is lit, and Emperor Aquaman begins to send emissaries to the far ends of the universe to establish his kingdom in the far reaches of space. But when Jackson Hyde doesn't check in, Aquaman and the Emperor's guard, the Shiver, must embark on a rescue mission that turns friends into foes. A mission that won't be as simple as Aquaman had hoped. Interesting to have space Aquaman like that. JSA 18. Year 1 comes to an end as the greatest heroes of the Golden Age assemble to face down this devious threat plaguing Gotham City and all of America. Ooh, cool. Okay, this has to be Titans. New Titans, issue 34. Everything is not as it seems. As Titan Tower begins to fall apart at the seams, Nightwing's team is visited by heroes claiming to be new Titans. What's real? What's an illusion? Will the Titans ever escape the loop? And what's behind all this pandemonium? Sorry for a minute. Sorry about that. Swamp Thing with a lamb. Swamp Thing 1989 issue 1. Over 3 decades since the controversy and cancellation, Rick Veitch's legendary Lost issues are completed. After a renowned 2-year run on the series, Veitch's grand finale to Swamp Thing was cut short and never to see print. Whispers and leaks hinted at the epic Untold Saga for years. Now, for the first time, that final story is told. As Swamp Thing is cast back through time, he will come to meet a carpenter who will change the trajectory of his life, in the DC Universe forever. The origin of Etrigan and Swamp Thing's journey to the beginning of time starts here. That sounds crazy. End of Life issue 3. That looks weird. Bleeding Hearts. Oh, these are the other ones. Batman Static Beyond issue 5. That's cool there. Batman and Static's only hope to reverse the global blackout is to find tech-disrupting Outcast Shutdown. But as the neo-dynamic duo wades into a war between genetic offshoots and Black Ops soldiers, Shutdown's plans for revenge on our heroes take a surprising and sinister turn. Will the Justice League Beyond get back home in time to help their teammates save Earth from permanent darkness? That sounds pretty nice there. Batman Green Arrow The Question, Arcadia issue 4. The Mad About DC one. Facsimile. Superman eating burgers. What the fuck? Oh, and then like absolute volumes and everything. Okay, we're good. So, sounds like a lot of interesting stuff's going on with Superman, with like Superboy taking over, and then young Clark Kent dealing with stuff kind of going on with heroes coming from the future to kind of deal with them and get stuff kind of going on. The Absolute ones sound kind of crazy, especially Absolute Batman teaming up with Scarecrow and then getting Shazam and Absolute Superman and Diana put in a kind of precarious spot. There's a lot of kind of crazy stuff. I'm like, okay, this sounds pretty interesting here. Let's crack in. I'm more interested in the Absolute stuff, but I do like hearing about Batman teaming up with Green Arrow and Black Canary, Wonder Woman's daughter Trinity having to deal with the matriarch and all that. There's a lot of stuff. It sounds like it's kind of calming down a little bit after the DCKO. So let's hit into Images stuff. Red Roots, I Hate Fairyland, okay. Youngblood issue 100. Let's see. Youngblood arrives at an incredible benchmark. The team is united as it prepares to wage a final attack on its most formidable foe. Strange alliances are forged. The world's greatest comic book artists have assembled to provide amazing covers celebrating the 100th issue of the comic that started Image Comics. That's gnarly there. Holy shit, that looks pretty awesome. Fireborn? Issue 1. A new series set in the world of lost fantasy. Aaron Hellberg was just another rich kid fail-son, ghosting his responsibilities, hopping rooftops, and hitting his billionaire father in peace, until a mysterious floating dragon egg bonds to him and ignites a hidden lineage of ancient magic inside his body. Now every violent outlaw wizard, biker cultist, and supernatural warlord between New York City and the world beneath is hunting him, and they'll burn the world down to pry the egg from his corpse. A high-octane fusion of fantasy and superheroes, perfect for fans of Invincible, How to Train Your Dragon, and Absolute Batman. That sounds crazy. Headlopper, issue 1. Okay, what you about? Celebrating 10 years, Headlopper is back, with the dark forces of Mung dogging his every step. Orgel and Agatha embark on a quest to find the heart of the demigod Sobeshk, the next name on Norgel's kill list. Corpse Knight, issue 1 of 6. Ghost Machine, the official guidebook. Issue 1 of 5. In Your Skin, issue 1 of 4. Royals. The Darkness vs. Angelus, one shot. Cool. The Angelus have been alive for eons and seen countless darkness bearers come and go. But who is the human behind the primordial force, and how did she become the unchecked supernatural power that she is today? 3 stories into the past, present, and mind of the Angelus give us a glimpse as she sizes up her foes and finds them wanting. That sounds crazy. Good to see the Darkness doing that kind of stuff. Maxed Vigilante, one shot. Interesting. G.I. Joe, a real American hero, Silent Missions Baroness, issue 1, one shot. That sounds nuts. And then Copperhead. Crimson Guard, Firefly, Zartan. What the hell? Monstrous issue 61. Kilroy was here. Blood and Thunder. Capes. Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn. Issue 18. In a new West crawling with killers and demons wearing human faces, the gunslinger's powers ignite to face the oncoming battle before him. Each brutal clash drives him toward a destiny as dark as the frontier itself as he searches for his kidnapped partner, Zayanya. That sounds kind of nuts there. Death Fight Forever. Department of Truth. Die Loaded. Exquisite Corpses. Feral. Replanet. That's nuts. Okay, G.I. Joe issue 21. Let's see. Storm Shadow and Scarlet return. The Arashikage and Cobra have met once before. Prepare for round 2. Will G.I. Joe be forced to put a stop to it? That sounds nuts. And then G.I. Joe Real American Hero, issue 327. See that right? Yeah, 21. Stop the Terror Dome. Cover Girl, Jinx, and Dawn are running out of time to complete a deadly covert op, and it's about to get tougher with an army of blue ninjas in their way. Ninjas will do that to you. American Hero issue 14, Homophiles edition, whatever the heck that is. Tiger, Ghost Pepper, Gunslinger Spawn. Issue 54. Javier's body has been paying the price for his most recent battles. As he starts to heal more slowly, he realizes that finding a new host may be needed. Ooh, that's kind of nuts. Invincible Universe Battle Beast. Issue 8. Battle Beast vs. Colossus and Juggernaut. Juggernaut and Colossus want to celebrate their family reunion by killing Battle Beast before he gets to kill them. Plus, what is the Viltrum Empire planning? Shit. Oh, Spawn. Issue 56. Spawn continues to push back against the terrors that have infected NYC, only to realize that he is the cause of all the suffering. Well, that's always bad. Lost Fantasy issue 9. Lucky Devils issue 9 of 9. Malevolent. Narco. Ooh, Radiant Black issue 43. At the end of the Catalyst War, Nathan Burnett moved to Los Angeles to take another swing at his writing career. So, how's that going? Rising star artist Guyona Zafiro, the Terminator, Metal, joins the team for an unmissable check-in with the original protagonist of Radiant Black. Cool. Rat City issue 25. Spawn title. Not a Spawn. The Deviant faces his most difficult challenge yet. His ties to the Hellspawns of the past become apparent as ancient evil returns. That's kind of how that happens. Rogue Sun, Scorched, Skinbreaker. That looks weird. And then Spawn, issue 377. Heaven has had enough. The Lord God has made a new pronouncement. Death to all Hellspawns. Well, that's going to be a problem. Super Creep Show, 205. The Thing on the Doorstep, issue 3 of 5. Tigress. There's a lot of minis here. Ooh, Transformers, issue 31. Let's see. The Secret of Megatron revealed. Megatron has a vision that will change the course of his life, and no one in the Energon universe is safe. That sounds gnarly there. Phantom of the Opera, Viking Moon, Void Rivals, Walking Dead Deluxe. Witchblade, issue 20. The safety of the people is the highest law. A philosophy Sarah Pizzini can usually get behind, but coming from the lips of an enigmatic tech CEO sounds more like the ends justify the means. What is his connection to the mysterious green-haired assassin that's hunting down Sarah? The Witchblade is keeping silent, but supernatural or otherwise, Sarah isn't a big believer in coincidence. That sounds crazy there. And then we're in trade backs. So, Spawn sounds like it's going pretty interesting. Like, the Gunslinger one evidently is going to probably need a new body, and Heaven's like, hey, screw all you Hellspawn. It's like, that's not going to be good. Transformers focusing on Megatron is going to be pretty awesome, and the Darkness sounds like it's doing pretty cool kind of stuff of dealing with, like, this Angelus thing. Radiant Black I've heard good things about, and I do want to check out at a certain point, so it's cool that they're kind of checking back in with the original protagonist. Alright, now let us hit the Conan ones. Conan the Barbarian, issue 31. Why did you flip so far for me? A deadly new foe hunts Conan the Barbarian, tracking his spirit wherever he travels. A killer with a keen blade in hand and teeth from old prey strung around his neck. The Cult of the Blackstone wants revenge against the Cimmerian, and the Son of the Tooth is their weapon of choice. That sounds bad for Conan. And then Conan the Barbarian, pack 25 through 28. What does that mean? Savage Sword of Conan Reforged, issue 4. Oh, it's reprinting. Okay, so it's mainly just the one Conan thing. Who's doing it, though? Publisher Titan Comics. Okay, that's cool. I learned something today. So, DC sounds like it's having a nice kind of come down. The Absolute one pretty much being a good kind of bit there. Image is doing some interesting stuff with Spawn and The Darkness and Witchblade and Transformers. So I'm like, okay, cool. And Conan sounds like he's got to deal with some crazy-ass shit. So that's all kind of cool. So those are my opinions on the solicitations. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked them, if you didn't like them, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.